Hey guys, I'm sitting here recording this video. This is just a little quick thing. I noticed that the camera is a little bit jerky. I'm sorry for that. I'm actually testing out a new camera. It works best on a tripod. That's what I'm using to film the actual real trains in real life. I wanted to try it out here on the Garden Railroad. So guys, normally I film them with an iPhone, these type of videos. But yeah, just get into the video. I'm sorry if it's kind of movie and shaky. It's just because of the type of camera. So, all right, guys, enjoy. Thank you for watching Southern Train Productions. Hey, guys, welcome back to the channel. So, we're going to do just a quick run of the train. We're going to probably run it for, well, I say quick, but we're probably going to run it for a while. This is going to be a big video. So, this right here, so far, is the world's largest Lionel fast track powered outdoor railway. Everybody keeps asking me. I'll post pictures in these groups and stuff, and they'll ask me, is it powered? Do you keep it outside all the time? Yes, all of the above. It's all powered. And I just tell them, you just got to watch the videos. So many people ask me all these questions, and every question that you have can be answered in the YouTube videos. So yes, you can do it outside. This has been going on for over a year now, and you guys have been along for the journey, and it works great. I got a new camera, and it's really heavy to hold, just saying. Let me switch arms, actually. You know what? I'll be fine. So, the biggest question I get is, how do I keep it from rusting? All right, here we go. This is the stuff. It's called No Ox. You get it on Amazon for like 20 bucks. Put a little bit here and throughout the track. I'll let the train run for several hours, and it coats the whole rails. The first time I've ever even had to clean these tracks, I did yesterday, and we're almost, this setup has been outside for a very long time. That's another question I get. Do I leave the tracks outside? Guys, these tracks aren't going anywhere. They are permanently outside. I know that my rail garden looks bad. I'm going to do something different out here. It looks bad because we don't get a lot of rain in my area until winter. Winter time is whenever we really get rain. So like through the summer, everything dies. But yeah, back to the No Ox. It just keeps it from rusting. So guys, this is our railroad. We have two engines right now, two consists. And you know what? I think I'm going to give you guys a little bit of little running action on everything. Like I said, everything has been cleaned. I cleaned it yesterday with Scotch-Brite and some fingernail polish remover. I just cleaned everything really good, scrubbed off all the old No Ox, and then I ran the train last night all night long and recoated all the rails, and it's perfect. So without further ado, let's get this engine loaded up, get it fired up, get it out here on the main line. Guys, also, if you're watching this video and you haven't already subscribed, you have to subscribe. I mean, just subscribe. I plan to expand this even more. My wife told me I could make this whole layout huge. Under one stipulation, I've got to get 10,000 subscribers. I know, just in some of these groups, there is 10,000 people. I'm already at almost 7,000. Guys, we get to 10,000 subscribers, it's all over with. Alright guys, quick intermission. This video is brought to you by Busch Light. Busch Light actually helped create all of this project. Gives you the patience to build it. But I want to talk about my favorite engine that I have, and that is this. This actually took a long time to get straightened out. I got it used from trains.com and it had a ton of issues. It sat on their website for a long time. I actually rewired all of the power pickup assembly and everything. Rewired it to what I would say my specifications, and it works flawless. Now this thing works just absolutely great. And what I like about this one is it will crawl a lot slower than the rest of them, but it also it seems to be just a little bit more sensitive if there is any kind of contaminants on the rails. It can act a little funny, but this thing actually runs really good, and I wouldn't mind having a few more. So let's see it in action some. We might even try to cut this train up a little bit, add it to the Union Pacific to give us a little bit more power, and we'll buzz the line. But I thought this would be a pretty cool shot, because I want to really grow this line. I really want to grow this channel even more, but we just got to get our subscribers up. So guys, check that out. Also, let me know in the comments what you think about all this. I just wanted to zoom in too and let you guys see, you know, you get a little bit of rusting on these rails. I mean, very little, and it's just on the sides. But the rest, the riding surface, the rail heads is perfectly clean. So, you know, I'm not saying go out there and build a fast track railroad setup, because if you're climbing, let's say if you're in the Pacific Northwest where you get rain every day, you're probably going to have a hard time keeping them as clean as I am able to keep these. I mean, we do get a lot of rain, but probably not as much as some places in the country. Even these old school rails here, they're great. So yeah guys, let's run this. We might try to do some double power action. It's really hard to do with just 2 remotes. I got to get legacy. That's another thing. 1,000 subscribers, we're going to get a larger track setup, and I want to do legacy power. It's just expensive, and we got to be able to make a little bit of revenue off the YouTube in order to, you know, grow this, because all my YouTube revenues go to this project. So, oh, you know what? I know what the problem is. Hold on. I've got my remote in my back pocket. Yep. And so, I had my remote in my back pocket and messed up my train. So, can't do that. I knew better than that. I was like, uh-oh, what happened? So, this is a really steep incline right here. I feel like this engine actually has more tractive effort than my SD90. See, it's a little jerky. It'll normally do this whenever I first get it out, and especially running these slow speeds. But I just wanted to demonstrate, guys, how slow we can actually crawl with this thing with these rails, being that they've been outside so long. So that's about as slow as I can go. Hey, I'm being honest here. Showing you guys the good and the bad. So I probably got some contaminants underneath there. We'll take a look. And normally after I buzz this thing a couple times on the tracks, it gets good. This one's just really sensitive. Now I can run this at a little bit faster speed, and it does really well. So I've had to do all kind of engineering to get this thing to work right. I probably don't even want to show you guys some of the stuff that I've had to do. I hate to say it, I kind of got ripped off. I didn't know that it was in as bad of condition that it was in whenever I got it. And it's whenever I got it, only one set of trucks was picking up power. So I always check and make sure that both are working still. I had to completely rewire the rear power assembly I gotta clean. So it's not that it's rust. Believe it or not, it's not rust at all that I have a problem with. It's the actual material that the tires are made out of. It seems like they break down in the heat, because these rails in some spots probably get in excess of 100 degrees during the summertime. So I noticed that the wheels will actually start breaking down, and they'll deposit the rubber on it, and it just inhibits the electrical connection. I don't have the problem with the SD90 over there, the Union Pacific engine, but this one here is really susceptible to it at lower speeds. So I'll clean that up, but that thing just runs so smooth. I gotta go throw the switch over there as well before we have a derailment. So eventually, once this whole line is finished, and I figure out how, so I mean, the picture doesn't do the justice. This thing's huge. It takes up most of my yard. I really want to do either like 060 or 072 curves, or 50s, something like in the 50 range. I want to do legacy control so we can actually run DPUs. I want some newer styles of freight. I really want to make this a lot larger, but you know, it's been a slow progress. This has been a very expensive deal here. I bet you I've probably got close to 3,000 or 4,000 in all this. You know, it's not cheap. So I'm going to buzz this thing around a little bit, and then we'll take a look at it and see what she's doing. So another question I often get answered, that I often get asked, is about like the voltage and everything. So I run everything out here right at 19 volts. You're going to have a voltage loss intermediately, just through resistance and all that stuff. And these trains run great. What I do is I distribute the power all throughout the rails. All throughout the rail. I uncovered some of the wires so you guys could see it. I use this solid strand copper wire, and I solder it onto the underbelly of the tracks. I also enlarge sections of my track that I know that will be permanent. What I do is I solder jumper wires to every bit of the track, and that way we don't have any kind of electrical disruption. Really, the only electrical disruptions that we have is just the deposits of the tires. So like this rail through here, like it is so hot I can't even keep my hand on it. I mean, it is scorching hot, and that's from the sun. And I've had people ask me about the fast track, whether it deteriorates or it changes colors or anything like that. Guys, take a look at this. Once this train comes through. So this fast track, this is some of the oldest fast track that's been out here, and it is still the same exact color, and it's been through summer, winter, fall, everything, and it is still the same color that it was when we started. I did have to do a repair over here. I had a slight voltage issue about right there where I transitioned from the older tubular track to my fast track. So I worked on that last night. Let's see if we have a voltage drop or a disruption here. And it looks like I've already cleared the bad spot by a mile. So that's great. You know, it's just like any model railroad. You're going to have the typical problems. You know, but this thing works. I mean, the fast track works outside. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not just trying to harp on the fast track and say, guys, you can do it. Because in a perfect world, I would run brass Atlas track out here. I just can't afford it. And one of these days, if this YouTube channel ever grows, then of course, that's what we'll run out here. I mean, we will change everything to fast, or not fast track, sorry, but to brass track. We'll do it right. Uh-oh. So I know why it stopped. It lost communication because the remote's there. This is why we need legacy control. So to conclude this video, forgive me, my building's messy. We've been doing a lot of cleaning up and everything and around the yard. so I haven't put all my tools up. But guys, I store all of my train and my cars inside of my building. I have a wire right here that I back that train into this loop section, and I park the other one out of the elements. I have noticed if I leave these cars out in the sun, especially whenever it's hot for a couple of days, guys, them things, they actually warp up. I'll show you I'll give you an example. I also have air conditioning in here too. It's climate controlled. I run it once or twice a day. Not that that really matters, but I do try to keep my trains happy. So actually, one of the lids on my coil car here, my gondolas, actually warped from the sun. And also one of my intermodal stackers, which I since do not have, I left it out here, and it actually warped in the middle and settled. So guys, I hope that that answers all of your questions with the garden railway. If you're thinking about doing it, don't be afraid to do it. Recommend getting the no-ox treatment. Put a little bit on your rails, you know, let it run, let it run uninterrupted for a couple hours, several hours. Let it evenly spread it. Periodically go around, check your track, make sure it's got a little thin film on it. It is a conductive grease, so it actually helps with the conductivity of your track. Believe it or not, that grease actually helps get connection, and that's a really helpful about that. And I noticed that it actually helps with the arcing and stuff like that. It pretty much eliminates that. Like, I don't have any burn marks on my tracks, no arcing, nothing like that. It is a very good conductor, very good. So guys, thank you for watching. Let's get to 10,000 subscribers. Share these videos. I will make more videos like this. I've had a lot of people asking me why I haven't put up any videos. It's just, for one, the garden railway stuff takes so long to kind of get everything out and together. I don't want to do more videos like these, guys, and I want to expand on this and make it really grand. It just takes a lot of money and a lot of time, but I want to do it. So guys, we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching Southern Train Productions. We'll see you later.